Hi there, my name is Richard Aldridge and I'm a designer on Total War Warhammer.
Richard, what are you showing here today with Total War Warhammer?
We're showing the Dwarven Underway battle, the ambush of Thunder Falls, which features Thorgrim, Grudgebearer, the High King of the Dwarves, battling it out against the Goblin Shaman, Nodnail's Backbiter.
Now, this is the first time you're showing the game and allowing people to play it. How does it make you feel as a designer on the game, seeing people play it for the first time?
Oh, brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant to get this out there. Seeing the reaction on people's faces, just presenting this massive Dwarven Underway, the theatre of having a battle underground for the first time ever, and also seeing a different corridor style map, which brings out different tactics in the AI, which you've never seen before as well.
Now, Rich, how have you worked with Games Workshop in the development design of this game?
Really well, really well. Everything that you see in the game, we will bring to Games Workshop. They get to have a look at it, make sure they're really happy with it, which they always are. And then, yeah, it's brilliant. It's over the top, it's flamboyant, it's colourful, it's on the money.
And did you play the tabletop game growing up at all, or now?
Yes, both this and the 40k version as well. And you wouldn't believe the amount of people that come out of the woodwork at the offices who love it. I love painting them. I love all the different races. So it's wonderful to bring all these miniatures to life now and see them kind of, hacking and slashing away.
This is the first time the Total War series has gone fantasy. You guys have always been historically accurate, real people, real events, real vehicles. Now you're going completely left field. How has that been as a designer going through that?
Brilliant. You've got so much more creativity now and freedom, and their background lore is so wide and diverse, and there's so many things to dig down into. It's really rewarding, it's really deep, and just very, very different from our historical stuff. So hopefully all the fantasy fans out there, even if you're not a Total War fan by nature, you will really get on board and enjoy seeing dwarves and orcs and all that kind of stuff.
Your game is also introducing kind of a hero mechanic lords for the first time. Talk a little bit about that.
Okay, so we've got legendary lords and we've also got heroes. Now heroes are your kind of standard agents, where normally they would just be on the campaign game kind of doing sabotage and knocking down buildings, but now they get to jump into battle as well. So they're kind of swinging their swords, they're using magical items, they're gearing up with magical armor and health potions and things like that. Your lords, they get to do quest battles and they get to go after some of the biggest and best items in the Warhammer universe, like Gal Maraz for Cole Franz and the Axe of Grimnir for Thorgrim in the case of this battle.
So you guys are also playing with magic for the first time and those kind of abilities. What does that add to the gameplay?
Lots. I mean, the dwarves, they don't have the magic, but the greenskins, they have a whole lot of it. It won't mean that you're going to win the battle just because you got magic, because the winds of magic, it develops throughout the course of the game. You'll level up, you'll get different spells, and you also have a sort of a limited amount of it per battle. So you can't just throw spells out left, right and centre. You've got a finite amount of magic to work with.
You're also introducing flying units for the first time in the Total War series. What kind of challenges has that been for you?
The flying combat is new and exciting. It allows you to get to places you've never been able to get to before. So in the past you've got two lines and you kind of bring them together, and somehow you've got to get around the back. Well, now you've got your gyrocopters. You just go straight over the top, and you drop your bombs on the guys, and it brings a whole new different kind of tactic to the game. So you're not safe now just with a line.
How have you seen technology evolve to the point where you can do what you do in Total War, have thousands of units in real time on the field fighting it out dynamically?
The technology, we've really come along. We've really managed to spend a good amount of time prototyping various features of the game, like the flying mechanics. And we've also, spent a lot of time in our animations as well. So you've got, not all the matched animations you've seen in the past. You've now got these async ones where, the giant will pick up a guy and try and rip his head off, or the Arachnarok will stab its big claws in. So, it's going really well.
As far as RTS goes, for someone who's never played a Total War game, kind of describe it to them, because it's not like StarCraft. It's a lot more slower paced and more majestic than that.
Okay, so this game, it is slower than your average kind of Zerg rush, definitely. But not to say, if you play as the Greenskins, you do get to send waves of, these foul creatures in. But likewise, if you're a little bit more cautious, or you like to build up over time, dwarves are your thing, because those guys can sit there, they can send out flamethrowers, cannons, all sorts of heavy artillery and make use of their armour. So they're very different in their play styles.
What were one of the biggest challenges in developing Total War Warhammer for you personally?
One of the biggest challenges, I guess, just looking at what content there is and just refining it down to what we can actually put in. There's so much of it. There's so many different unit types, spell types, and all the rest of it. And we want to get them all in, or as many as that we can. So that's probably the hardest challenge.
If this game does really well, and I'm sure it will we see a 40k Total War in the future?
We're going to do a trilogy of Warhammer Fantasy for the moment, so watch out.
And is there a favorite unit in the game you just love to use?
I love the Iron Drakes. When you see those boys in action and they're flaming and they're torching people, they're great fun.